Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks for joining us. Effective Friday, April 6th, the City of Bloomington declared a ban on all outdoor recreational fires. Fire conditions in this area are increased at this time of the year, especially with the high seasonal temperatures, dry vegetation, and strong winds. The city's ban will remain in effect until enough rain falls to significantly lower the fire danger. Residents are advised to consult the city's website for the most current status of the recreational fire ban. Information can also be obtained by calling the Bloomington Fire Prevention Unit at 952-563-8933. Let's head right over to the Penn American District, where construction on the Genesee development is entering its final stages. Crews broke ground for Genesee, this higher density mixed use development on the corner of Penn Avenue and American Boulevard less than a year ago. And already the pieces of construction are coming together like a puzzle. What you're seeing here is 234 rental units in 3 buildings. The plaza to the right, the tower in the middle, and the townhomes on your left.
The Penn American District is extremely attractive to residents because Genesee is located right in the heart of beautiful Bloomington, and it's adjacent to 2 major arteries for transportation in the Twin Cities, 494 and 35W. And so that makes it really appealing for residents in this area.
The street-level space will be dedicated to office, retail, and restaurant space, and is already getting some buzz.
The City of Bloomington has a really unique redevelopment vision for the area. It's already a hub for a lot of retail and walkable conveniences. And Genesee is really excited to be really the first piece of that redevelopment vision. And we'll also in our plaza building have a first floor retail space that's being leased by United Properties, and they have secured their first retail tenant, which is Moe's Southwest Grill, which is kind of an urban, fun menu with a Southwest flair.
The exterior framework has been completed with siding and brickwork currently underway. Interior framework and sheetrock is almost complete, and finishing touches on cabinets and countertops are next on the to-do list for crews. Well, we've seen computer renderings showing us what this site in the Penn American District will look like when complete, but it's nothing like the sneak peek we're going to get today of a Genesee unit that's available for rental. Let's go on in and take a look.
Welcome to Genesee.
This fully furnished model unit opened for showings in late March. It's located in the townhome building. The first of the 2 floors includes a half bath along with a spacious living and dining room. You'll also find the kitchen area, a room Genesee representatives are very proud of.
The kitchens in our townhomes, as well as all of our apartments, open up into the living area and feature granite countertops, as well as an energy-rated stainless steel appliance package, maple cabinetry, and a very popular plank style flooring.
Heading upstairs, we next visit the master suite, like the lower level, featuring oversized windows allowing for lots of natural lighting.
One thing that's also very unique about all of our floor plans is the generous closet space. The raised panel closet doors, which are the pocket style, and then also the generous sized bathrooms with a taller vanity and the dual sinks. What makes this community really unique is the fact that we have something really for everyone. We have 3 distinct buildings and offer everything from a studio apartment to a 1 and 2 bedroom and even penthouse units. So it really appeals to everyone's lifestyle.
Units in the townhome building will be available for lease in June. The rest are able to be rented anytime from July to early September. Genesee reps tell us the project has been 5 years in the making. If you'd like to learn more about the project or check out some floor plans and photos, log on to the city's website and keyword search Penn American, and from there you'll find links to the Genesee page. And while Stewart Company crews are busy working on the Penn American District, city crews are unveiling their summer park improvement projects. Approximately 1/3 of the land in the city is dedicated to parks and open space. And to keep city parks safe and accessible to residents, city crews are continually checking back on what can be revitalized and updated to service as many residents as possible.
There's always a need to upgrade, or better yet, just simply maintain the infrastructure that we currently have. You can't just build it and then walk away from it. Amenities have a finite life cycle. After a period of time, they get worn out just like a car, just like people. And eventually, with a park amenity, when it gets to a point where it gets worn out, it could become unsafe. It certainly doesn't serve the needs of the users, and so at that point in time, it does need to be replaced.
A number of park improvement projects are on the 2012 Community Investment Program docket. Beginning shortly, the trails around most of Normandale Lake will be reconstructed and widened. Trail connections will be added with some small, minimally used trails removed. Another highly visible revitalization will be at Maplewood Park, located at 131 East 95th Street.
It's a wonderful park, but it hasn't been really touched for about 25 years, and the equipment is, I wouldn't say on its last legs, but it certainly is tired and it certainly needs to be replaced. So what we're planning to do is to replace the playground, create a separate half-court basketball pad, create a separate parking lot, remove the old temporary quote-unquote building and put in an open-sided picnic shelter, put in some new pathways, landscaping, and just basically bring the park up to current standards.
The off-leash recreation area for dogs is also set for some improvements. This popular site for pets and their owners has always seen high traffic, but soon it'll have an added amenity for both pet owners and their dogs, but it'll also be a bit safer.
We've had a long-term plan to put in a couple of security lights in the parking lot just to assist people. A lot of times, especially you get in the winter months, you get out there 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's already starting to get dark. And the idea being is having a little bit of light there, so if you wanted to get out there at twilight, once you're done running your dog and you want to get back to your car, that there's a little bit of light so you can get to your car safely and head on home. We've also had a desire to put in a drinking fountain. We've had requests. What's neat is they make fountains that are a dual purpose, one for humans and one for dogs.
And soon, pets will be able to stretch their legs at Tretbow Park, located at 3701 West 90th Street as well. The unused broomball courts will be made into a seasonal off-leash dog park during the spring and summer months.
With any type of amenity, when you want to add something to the system, you want to make sure you're not taking away from an existing use. If we were to take over a ball field to be used for an off-leash area, then you're taking away the ball field from users. During the summer months, those broomball rinks really don't see much use. In fact, they have been used for some dog obedience classes in the past, and so there is already a little bit of a history of off-leash dog exercise area usage at that site. And so the thought process being is most people that like to get out with their dogs tendency to do so during the warmer months, and so spring, summer, fall utilize as an off-leash recreation area, and then during the winter months it can go back to the traditional broomball usage.
Additional improvements include foul ball safety nets at Dred Scott Playfields. Bush Lake Beach will also have some new lifeguard chairs going in, as well as a new sound system at the Normandale Lake Band Shell. Qualley wanted to stress to residents that not all park improvement projects will finalize this summer, but rather funding will go through and planning can start either this fall or next spring. And the city has plans to improve more than just the parks this summer. The popular Bloomington Farmers Market will be making some positive changes before its June season opening. Approximately 3,000 people gather in Bloomington Civic Plaza's east parking lot every Saturday from June to October to attend the city's farmers market. And soon the market will be bigger, better, and safer for everyone in attendance.
There's some really great changes coming to the farmers market this year. We're gonna expand the market. There's gonna be several new vendors. We have Wags and Purrs is gonna be selling cat treats, catnip toys, dog treats. We have a new pizza vendor. I love pizza. Doesn't everybody love pizza though, right? So that'll be great. And we're also going to have a new seating area where people can sit down and rest. We're going to have some cafe tables and chairs set out. It should be a really pleasant place to spend the morning.
And in the past, parking concerns have also surfaced. This year, those concerns have been addressed.
Actually, the main motivation is public safety. People come to the market and they walk out in the parking lot, and we have all kinds of handicap parking here, and people weren't watching for cars. Cars weren't necessarily yielding properly. So what we've done this year is we've eliminated all parking on the east side of Civic Plaza where the farmers market takes place. We'll have additional handicap parking on the west side and the northwest corner. But then this will be an entirely pedestrian-friendly area. It'll be a great park-like setting, and it really should enhance the whole market experience without vehicles.
The Bloomington Farmers Market began 6 years ago with a few vendors selling mostly produce. Today it features an array of locally grown fruits, veggies, flowers, crafts, and more. A growth city officials only hope keeps getting larger.
It really helps people have access to more food and makes it fun to get fresh, healthy food. But of course, it's also a great place to come out. People ride their bikes here. We've added several dozen additional bicycle parking spaces. You can take a walk around the pond, look through the Arts Center, and see what's on exhibit. So really, we're meeting a number of community needs in terms of healthy food, getting more exercise when you come out, and a great, healthful community event. Time to meet your friends, meet your neighbors, and just be a part of the community.
You can also find musicians, children's activities, cooking and art demonstrations, lots of different activities coming up for the 2012 Farmers Market that runs each Saturday starting June 9th through October 13th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
See you at the market.
It's now time for a short break. When we come back, we'll have a guest in studio to discuss the foreclosed home improvement program. Stay right here.
Not all parks have a superhero on duty, so it's up to you to keep parks and trails smoke-free.
Hey, Joe.
If you're out there drinking and driving, there's one thing you need to know. We're out there too.
Welcome back to Bloomington Today. We are now pleased to welcome Brian Deerwachter to the show. He is a Housing and Redevelopment Authority Program Specialist here with the city. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, you know, we're here today to talk about houses. And despite the economic downturn, the foreclosure rates have remained steady in Bloomington. And, well, first, why don't you tell us a bit about what a foreclosure is and where Bloomington is at when it comes to that rate?
The foreclosure is actually a process of taking possession of a mortgaged property as a result of the inability or failure of a borrower to keep up with their monthly mortgage payments. Okay. So when a homeowner purchases a home, they're actually, the borrower, they are borrowing money from a mortgage lender. Mm-hmm. Part of the agreement of that home purchase is that the buyer or borrower must make regular monthly payments. But as things happen, sometimes they can't keep up with those payments, and if it gets to a point where the lender feels they're not being compensated as they should or paid off, then they will go through what's called the foreclosure process. And what they will do is contact the borrower, send them a letter that says they must keep up with their payments, or they will file that notice of intent to foreclose. If they get to that point of notice of intent to foreclose, they give them a certain time period in order to bring their mortgage up to speed, or bring it up to date, if you will. And if they do not, if they still have not done that, then there's what's called a sheriff's sale. Now, the sheriff's sale is actually an auction where that home will be sold on the open market. Anyone can bid on it. Typically, lenders will buy them at that point, but it is open to anyone. When it gets to the point of that sheriff's sale and it is sold, that homeowner still does not have to leave the property yet, because they will have what's called a redemption period, or a right of redemption. And what they can do at that point is, if they agree to pay off the principal, the interest, any fees due on that home, they can still take possession of the property again. But during that redemption period, again, they do not have to leave. But if they do not pay it off, like I had said, they will lose that home.
Okay.
And then they are ordered to vacate.
Okay, so essentially it's like a repossession. Like, vehicles can be repossessed if not paid. The bank obviously wants to be paid.
Right,
Okay.
right. And I, to touch on the rate in Bloomington, the foreclosure rate, since 2007, when we had the initial foreclosure crisis, or when it began, the rate in Bloomington has been right around 1%. It's always been right around 1% of the houses, the number of foreclosed homes. And that rate has, we don't know why, but it's continued at just 1%. It's been good, that's fortunate. Bloomington has fewer foreclosures than a lot of cities in Hennepin County and in the state.
Okay.
So we are fortunate that the rate is low.
Well, we're happy with that. But still, there are foreclosed homes in Bloomington. Why do we want as few foreclosed homes as possible within the city?
Several reasons. One I can think of is when many of these properties are foreclosed, they go back to the lender. And if they're back to the lender, they're not living in the home. And so the lender has to, number one, maintain that property. They're not going to maintain it the same way that a homeowner will. They also could rent it out, and those situations aren't always conducive to good maintenance of that home, if you will. And then also, before the home is even foreclosed, when an owner knows that that's going to be, when they know it's coming down the road, that they're going to be foreclosed upon, they tend to not take care of the property as well as a homeowner would. So that all combined with like the vacant properties, the neighborhoods don't look very nice if you have one property or several properties on one street that are foreclosed. They just don't look very well.
Yeah, so the aesthetic appeal kind of decreases.
Right.
And have lots of vacant homes.
Right, and with that too, the values are going, the foreclosed homes themselves will drop in value. I can't speak for the neighboring properties, but definitely the foreclosed homes will drop in value.
Okay.
They have that foreclosure stigma attached to them, and they drop in value.
Yeah. Well, the city's Housing and Redevelopment Authority has come up with a program that will encourage buyers to actually look at these homes that have been foreclosed upon. Why don't you tell us a bit about the Foreclosed Home Improvement Program? Okay,
the FHIP is what we call that, or Foreclosed Home Improvement Program, or FIP loan. We have several names for that. The FIP loan is actually a financial way for buyers of foreclosed homes to purchase, or to rehab their home after they've purchased.
Okay.
It is strictly a post-purchase rehabilitation program. They can use the money to make home improvements, like put in new roofs, windows, siding, doors, kitchen updates, bathroom updates.
Okay.
It's pretty wide open as far as what you can use the loan money for. But it's also an attractive type of loan because the owners do not incur monthly payments. So the idea here, when they buy the home, many may not have a lot of extra money to put into that home to make the improvements, and that's where hopefully this program comes in to help them out.
Absolutely. So it's kind of an incentive instead of looking at the brand new house with all the bells and whistles to maybe look into rehabbing a home that's been foreclosed. Why don't you tell us a bit about how this loan obtained through the Foreclosed Home Improvement Program is different than, say, a mortgage lender or a bank loan?
The FIP loan is actually a combination of two loans, and neither incur any monthly payments. So if someone uses the money to make the home improvements, they will not pay this loan off, or they do not have to pay it off until they sell, transfer title, or no longer live in the home. Okay. If you go with a regular bank loan, which they are, the loans are really, the interest rates are great. Mm-hmm. Those types of loans do incur regular monthly payments. If someone can afford to do that, that's great. But this type of loan, again, you do not incur monthly payments, and actually, one of the loans will disappear or be satisfied as long as the owner lives in that home for 5 years. Okay. So half of the amount borrowed will go away.
Well, can't beat that.
No, it's great. It's a great deal.
So there's still funding available within the Housing and Redevelopment Authorities, funds for this foreclosed home improvement program, but that's just a limited time left, correct?
Right.
How long can residents take advantage of this?
We're on the tail end of this particular program. We're trying to spend this money before the end of the year. So, and it is a first come, first served program. So we encourage anyone that has purchased a foreclosed home within the last 12 months to apply as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, that leads me right into the next question. Interested residents, people who just want to know more information, where can people learn about the foreclosed home improvement program?
Okay, if they have internet access, they can go to the City of Bloomington's website, type in the keyword FHIP, okay, and that'll take them directly to our site where there is an application and a brochure. The application is a fillable application. They would need to fill it out, print it and sign it and get it to us, okay, or they can call our office and request an application, and or if they have any questions, they can call, and we'll hopefully get them going on the loan.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'd like to thank Brian for being here with us today. And as he just said, if you need any more details about the foreclosed home improvement program, just log on to the city's website, keyword search FHIP. It's now time for a short break. We'll be right back.
We can't do it without you. Join the March for Babies and help us give every baby a healthy start.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Welcome back, everyone. The area formerly known as the Minnesota Woods exhibit at the Mall of America's Sea Life Minnesota is now Mysteries of the Rainforest. This exhibit, designed to give patrons a taste of the Amazon, opened up to the public on March 16th. The new South American rainforest exhibit features piranhas, poison dart frogs, red-footed tortoises, and the exhibit favorite, two sister caiman crocodiles. The crocs are expected to be approximately 3.5 to 4 feet long. They'll likely weigh about 35 pounds and can live for up to 50 years. This renovation finalized the transformation made since Underwater World became Sea Life Minnesota in 2011. Jellyfish Discovery, Seahorse Kingdom, and the new Stingray exhibit were also past phases in the renovation. Sea Life Minnesota staff are excited to finally have the completed project done. The cities of Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield are holding an open house to share the work of one volunteer group you may want to become involved with. Medical Reserve Corps is a group that possesses a variety of both medical and non-medical specialties, as well as mental health experience in order to provide support during public health emergencies. Medical Reserve Corps has partnered with Bloomington Public Health to host an informational meeting on Tuesday, April 17th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Fire Station 1, located at 10 West 95th Street. Come by the open house if you're interested in learning about membership to the Medical Reserve Corps, if you're already a member looking to connect with other members, or if you're interested in ways just to generally help your community. For more information, log on to the city's website or contact Public Health at 952-563-8900. And that's all the time we have for today. To get more information on city projects, parks, road construction, and events, visit the city's website. To check out past Bloomington Today shows or other city productions, visit Bloomington's YouTube channel, accessible right from the city's homepage. That and so much more is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. If Facebook or Twitter isn't your thing, sign up for eSubscribe to have updates sent right to your email or cell phone. This is Bloomington Today, a presentation of the City of Bloomington's Communications Division. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks so much for joining us.